Welcome back to Weeding It Out, exit interviews for the greenhouse. Unfortunately, we have Emily, our second eviction of the day.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be damned. I said this to Jan too. I had a whole plan to be mean to y'all in these interviews, but the two people I didn't want to get out got out first.
I know.
And now I'm mad.
Yeah.
So, tell me about, right off the bat, tell me about how you're feeling and your immediate thoughts on
Of
eviction.
what happened?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
In terms of when it got down to what we were going to try to do was get John uprooted, because John wouldn't have survived against Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
People would have chosen to take John out because Mitch is more of an alliance booster. We were going to try to get John uprooted and me go against Mitch. But I guess Mitch persuaded everybody better than I did. But it's surprising because I had Claire, Meredith, John, Brandon, Mitch even, and Drake.
Yeah.
Like a ton of people. And so I'm wondering if someone betrayed me, but we will see that. Oh, yeah, probably someone did. And so, like, I mean, that's a form of gameplay. Like, you can play super vicious if you want to, but to me, it's much more rewarding if you just win because of strategy. Like,
Right.
You don't have to be a butt to win. Like,
And yeah, I saw you playing a very strategic game that wasn't such an asshole game, which I think,
yeah, well,
which I'd like to see.
And it plays better for you in jury because after this, all the people you've screwed over get to vote who's going to win, and
Right.
you're going to get second if you've been a butt.
Right.
So yeah, it wasn't surprising when I was up against John because I knew John might float for a while. He's useful. He's so useful, and that's what I kept telling everybody. I was like, no, I want John to stay in here because he's loyal. We had a cooperate group with me, Meredith, and John.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had like a solid group with Brandon, Claire, John, and me. So I was tight with John. John and Brandon were probably my two strongest alliances. And then I felt fine with Lainey and Drake. Lainey was kind of playing the ladies card, like she doesn't want to get anybody out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a woman if she can't, but LOL, two women have been voted out.
Right.
So, funny how that works. But I think in terms like of gameplay, like who I think is gonna win, I don't think it's gonna be Mitchell because he's already up on the block. If you're on the block, it's danger. And I'm trying to get myself out of it, but I was like, no, they see me as a threat because my social game is strong and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think Mitch is not going to win. If he does, it'll be dirty, and it wouldn't be a good win. I think Claire's strong, for sure. I think Lainey is strong, but she's going to dig herself in a hole with all of her alliances. And I also think Drake is really strong. Brandon, like, he did this because he felt bad, and he's an honest game player, but he kind of screwed us over. I don't blame him for it, though. He did give Mitch a coin because he felt bad, because he nominated him. Because he didn't know what Maddie was going to do. And I think that's where it all went crazy, is when Maddie was telling literally no one what she wanted. Mm-hmm. And then Brandon panicked and chose Mitchell, and then gave him a coin, and that's how he matched us. But someone else gave him a coin, and I don't know who it is. Mm-hmm. I asked Kip. He said no. We had a heated conversation. Mm-hmm. I think we're okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
I went to talk to him to ask for information because I suspected there's a bug because I'm on the chopping block again with my biggest alliance member. And so I was going to ask him, I was like, because I had assumed that Kip was on the other side of the greenhouse with maybe Maddie and stuff. So I was like, hey, is someone playing both sides? And I think he was maybe thought that I was implying that he wasn't being honest or truthful or whatever, but he was like, how could I possibly know that? I have an alliance with no one. And I was like, oh, I did not know that. And so I think he got upset because he thought I was cornering him, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. It was overwhelming, and I did not mean to do that. And so I like apologized, and I was like, well, if I make it through, like, do you want an alliance or do you want my protection? He was like, I would appreciate it. And I was like, okay. I don't really know where it came from. And I tried to ask the camera guy. He was like, I don't know where it came from either. So I think we're okay, because I tried to just like back off and apologize because clearly I had offended him. But I think we're good. I don't think he necessarily betrayed me because we never had an alliance to begin with. So like, I have nothing against Kip. Even though he put me up in the beginning, I would have done the same.
Right.
You know, it's someone you hadn't talked to yet. and apparently I'm a threat.
And it's
So,
early. And
it's early,
yeah.
and you just have to do what you have to do. So I told him I don't hold that against him, and I don't. If we play again, I'm not going to hold any of this against him. But yeah, it was kind of like an outburst, and it kind of threw me off because I was like, I did not mean to attack him in any way, but I think we're good now. I think we channeled it to where, like, he's okay, I'm okay.
Good. That's best ending.
I was like, what are you upset with? And he was like, you're assuming that I know things that I don't. And I was like, okay, my bad. I thought you
Sorry.
were. Yeah. I was like, I didn't want to corner you or anything. So, but yeah.
So you told us about some of who you think is going pretty far in this game. Which alliances do you think are pretty strong right now and that might last through Final Two?
I know that Meredith is also very calculated and strong.
Mm-hmm.
She's also very aggressive, so it's scary. So I'm worried she might paint a target on herself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Drake and Meredith are in an alliance.
Oh, okay.
I think it's an assumption, and I think it's a safe one. If I would bet money, I think they're in an alliance, like a tight one. And I think that Claire and Lainey, maybe,
Okay.
have an alliance, because the lines are all really blurred. And,
Yeah.
like, the people who had control recently were not the people who usually had control, and it was obvious based off of the noms. So, like, I don't think Maddie had planned on, like, everyone wants to win, but, like, didn't know what to do then, and then just nominated me and John because we're threats. So, yeah, I think Claire probably, Lainey will get farther. She'll probably do, like, maybe top 5 if she's staying under the radar. But they've all done a very good job of pointing the flashlight at me, which is difficult. It's hard to get out of that limelight because you're like, I'm a bad player. I'm not. I'm good at it, but, like, so are they.
Yeah.
You know? Like.
And if they know, then you know, and then it's,
like, this isn't a secret, peeps, so.
So you came in guns a-blazing for Christian. Understandably so. Tell us about that a little bit and how you're feeling about Christian's current game.
There's, like, a few funny moments where, like, Christian would talk to me and he would leave and I would just, like, look at the camera. Because, okay, he outright betrayed me in a previous game. New game, new era, fine, but I still didn't trust him. Which I think is fair. And I told him that. I was like, I hope you live up to what you're telling everyone, because it's known that you backstab people all the time, and you don't do what you say you're going to do, which is, I think, what happened with Jan. I think Jan was in an alliance with Christian, and he put her up. I was like, you're dumb! And he's like, I don't want the power. He's the sunflower. Mm-hmm. So I'm very interested on how he plays the rest of the game. He never targeted me, but he felt really bad because it was bad when he betrayed me because there was no grounds. Anyway, but yeah, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't think he's being truthful. I think he was fair to me because he felt bad, but I think he's gonna screw over some people for sure. Like, just because he was fair to me does not mean he's going to be fair to anybody else. And I wouldn't align with him if I was any of them. Because he will save himself.
I can't wait to see how we feel about this in jury. Like, I can't wait to see how this interview plays out later in the day. We only have a lot of game to go, so it's like, I think a lot can happen with all of that. And
I know, like, this could completely change later.
But I definitely think you might be on the right path, and then that you're going to be like, when this all comes out. But
yeah. But I wonder if one of my alliances betrayed me. It'd be very interesting.
Yeah. Well, we'll see it.
Because I'm pretty good at reading people.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
Right.
I wonder what happened.
So, we are going to have you write final feelings on your pot and then break it.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's so fun.
I liked my gameplay. I was doing a good job.
I think you were.
A little bit too good job. I need to get better at that. So I'm gonna write good job. I'm curious. Betrayal? Question mark?
Question mark.
And I did tell them though that if I was gonna get voted out, I wanted to be voted out unanimously. So I guess as a group, solid.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna write solid. Like, it's a solid crew. And yeah, Oh, and I'm gonna give my seeds to John.
Oh, awesome.
All 3.
Yeah. Ah!
I feel like, what are those things? The Minions?
Yeah.
Oh!
Calculated.